Motlhomphegi
President, please.
modulasetilo. Motlhomphegi modulasetilo.
You are on a point of order, Honorable Koni.
Ke a leboga motlhomphegi modulasetilo. Ke ne ke kopa go tsibusa gore malobanyana fale re ile ra ikuela gore ntate mo pele mo wa Rre Zuma a seka a tlhola a tla mo ntlong e ka gore o paletswe ke gore a tle a itshegetse ka melao le melawana ya buka ya melao ya rona e re eteletseng pele mo Aforika Borwa. Ke boya gape ke ikuele gore maloba gone ka kganye mme Mokwele o ile motlhomphegi mme Mokwele o ile a itlisa mo ntlong and then mma ga ka e tseela tsie to a point ya gore mme Mokwele a feleletsa a robegile letsogo. Yaanong ke kopa gore mma ka botlhomphegi wa setilo sa gago ke ikopela ka boikokobetso gone jalo gore rre a seke a bua sepe a letlelela gore a bue mo teng ga ntlo e ka gore rre o
Thank
ga
you very much, Honorable Koni.
Thank you.
Honorable Koni, Honorable President, please take your seat.
Sorry.
Please take your seat. Honorable Koni, you are raising a point of order which was raised at a sitting a few weeks ago in Cape Town in the National Council of Provinces. At that point, you raised the same point of order. I ruled at that time that the President would be allowed to address the House and proceed to do what is expected of him to do as per the program of the NCOP. I want to sustain the ruling I made on that day, and that your point of order is not carried, and therefore I hope it is not repeated because the ruling will stay the same. Honorable President, please take your seat, please take your seat, Honorable President. There is another one. Honorable Mokwele.
Then yours can, yeah, yours is on.
Ke a go leboga modulasetilo ke lebogele tšhono ya gore o bomphile gore ke emelle ka fo tlase ga molawana wa ntlokgolo ya di-province jaaka le mokgatlho wa economic freedom fighters re buile maloba le ga o tsweletse go diragatsa molawana o seng mo molaong wa go netefatsa gore Rre Zuma o mo fa matla a gore e nne mopresidente le ga gone a tlodile molao wa gore a tlotle ntlo ya gagwe kgotsa kantoro ya gagwe ya ka mopresidente
Honorable
re go
Mokwele.
itsise gore jaaka EFF we are not going to listen to him, we are going to move out, and after that
We will come back once Zuma is finished. We will come back to the House.
we want to make you aware that you have crowded the mob of ANC with our monies. We are moving out. We'll come back, Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Order. 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 Honorable President, you may take the stage.
Thank you very much, National Chair. The Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Deputy Chairperson of the Ncop, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Ministers and Premiers, Deputy Ministers and MECs, members of the National Parliament and provincial legislatures, the executive mayors, and the leadership of SALGA, traditional leaders present here, councillors, mphakathi wonke wase Buffalo City namaphethelo. Ladies and gentlemen, molweni, sanbonani, dumelang. We thank the Ncop for bringing us together for another session of taking Parliament to the people. We meet in the beautiful home province of Oliver Regional Tambo. Next year, in October 2017, the country will celebrate the centenary of his illustrious life. An interministerial committee has begun planning this momentous celebration of a national hero and a man who sacrificed a lot for the liberation of our country and its people. Chairperson, one of the highlights of the year 2016 is that it marks the 20th anniversary of the signing into law of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa by His Excellency President Nelson Mandela. This took place in Sharpeville on the 10th December 1996. The executive, judiciary, and the legislature and our people will come together in Sharpeville on the 10th December next month to mark this historic occasion. The anniversary is an opportunity for us to recommit ourselves to building a truly non-racial, non-sexist, democratic and prosperous South Africa, as called upon by this progressive constitution. Honorable members, just over 3 months, over 15 million South Africans came out to vote in the local government elections. Of the 257 councils, only 2 have not been constituted as a result of court proceedings. Ngutu local community and Nzinyati district municipality, both in KwaZulu-Natal. The success in constituting councils means our local government sphere has come of age. On the 9th of November, the first by-elections of this new administration were held in 15 wards across 6 provinces, and these also went very well. The task now is to continue improving the performance of local government so that services to our people can be delivered better and faster each day. Inhloso kahulumeni ukuthi abantu baphile kangcono, bahlale ezindaweni ezinezidingo, ugesi, amanzi, imitholampilo, imigwaqo, izikole kanye nokuphepha kuphele ubugebengu. Asisoze siphumule uma kusekhona abantu abalala bengadlile, abahlala ezindaweni ezingaphephile, abangenawo ugesi namanzi nezinye izidingo. Kuningi osekwenziwe uhulumeni. Progress is being made in many areas. Let me talk about housing, for instance. Government has an impressive record of delivering over 4.3 million houses and subsidies since the dawn of democracy. We are happy to announce that Eastern Cape Province has contributed close to 600,000 housing units since 1994. Providing shelter to more than 2 million people in the province. Since the beginning of the current financial year, which is April 2016, we have successfully delivered more than 1,500 houses and services to the people of various communities in the Buffalo City Metro at a cost of about 125 million rands. The government is also hard at work fast-tracking the issuing of title deeds to the beneficiaries of our government subsidized houses. Access to water remains a critical priority, not only now during the crippling drought, but generally as an essential service for our people. Water is like a sanitation. Water is life, and sanitation is dignity. We expect to see the beginning of the construction of the Zuma'S Dam, the detailed design work for this groundbreaking mega project is already nearing completion. The highly anticipated new Foxwood Dam in Adelaide and the Zalu Dam near Lusigisigi are also advancing well and are now in the planning stages. The construction of the Ncop Dam is 57% complete, while the Mbasha Dam also on schedule. Other newly completed dams in this province are the Ludeke Dam at Mbizana, which is now 100% complete, and Mtwaka Dam, which is 100% complete. We are a nation at work, building a better life for and with our people. Honorable members, I know that all of you care about the future of our youth, about education. Our host, the Eastern Cape, has amongst the best schools and universities. I'm happy to report today that this province is now the leading beneficiary of government schools infrastructure program under the Accelerated Schools Infrastructure Development Initiative, popularly known as ASIDI. The objective of ASIDI is to build decent modern schools with water, sanitation, and electricity. It is also to replace schools constructed from inappropriate materials such as mud, planking, or asbestos structures with proper structures. In the Eastern Cape alone, government has to date built 126 new state-of-the-art schools. Just yesterday, the Basic Education Minister handed over yet another state-of-the-art school, namely Bungu Primary School in the border at OR Tambo District Municipality. The school boasts, among others, a nutrition center, an internet connection, a science laboratory, and a resource center, to name just a few. This school shows how far we are prepared to go to provide a better education for our children in this country. Nationally, to date, a total 217 replacement state-of-the-art schools have been built and handed over to the communities. And also, since 2014, we have provided electricity to 180 schools, sanitation to 167 schools, and water to another 248 schools. At the same time, government is aware of the perennial problems of shortages of vital resources such as learning and teaching support materials, school furniture, and teachers. The Basic Education Department has assured me that it has completed a comprehensive needs assessment for all schools in this province. Together with the provincial authorities, they are in the process of addressing the identified needs. All hands are on deck to address the reported problems as they arise. Compatriots, we are a nation at work, building a better life for and with our people. Chairperson, honorable members, the fight against extreme poverty continues. Government's social assistance program plays an important role in protecting the poorest households against poverty, supporting 17 million South Africans, especially vulnerable children, older persons, and people with disabilities. In the Eastern Cape, government provides about 3 million social grants. Within the Buffalo City region, government provides social grants to about 200,000 children beneficiaries. Located particularly in East London and King Williamstown to alleviate poverty. Government is also keen to provide income-generating opportunities for beneficiaries of the social grants. Opportunities exist in the provision of school uniforms to vulnerable children, food to the network of food distribution centers, and also the provision of other goods and services. 139 cooperatives in the Eastern Cape have been constructed to provide social relief of distress packages of food parcels at a value of 6 million rand. In 2013, Cabinet approved the National Policy on Food and Nutrition Security, together with the Household Food and Nutrition Security Strategy. In line with this policy, food distribution centers were established, with food being bought from local producers and suppliers. To date, over 200 distribution centers have been established nationally and are operating at a budget of 100 million rand. In the Eastern Cape, a total of 25 centers were established. 6 of these centers are in the Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality. Located in Embongweni, KwaZakhele, Timbaza, Abbotsford, and 2 in East London. City Komame, Maswa Sebenzis, lamathuba afika nohulumeni sixoshe indlala masakhe izakhiwo ezibizwa ngama cooperatives silime sidayisele uhulumeni uzothenga kinina sixoshe indlala emakhaya akufuneki ukuthembela kuhulumeni kuphela amathuba avulekile amathuba avulekile ukusebenzisa amandla ethu nesinakho esingakwenza siziphilise. Chairperson, I believe that we all share the concern about the future of our youth and the need to provide the best opportunities for them which we did not have during our time when we were youth. We would like to reiterate that we have heard the legitimate concerns of our students who have been protesting about fees, especially students from poor households. We all support the call to make education accessible to the poor, which is why we will continue to expand access for the poor through the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, NSFAS. The scheme currently supports close to 500 students at university and TVET colleges. This year alone, NSFAS has disbursed loans and bursaries to the tune of 14 million rand. Government will also provide an additional 9 billion rand for NSFAS over the period ahead, raising its funding by over 18% a year to universities over the next 3 years. Sifisa ukugcizelela uqinisa ke ukuthi uhulumeni uyavuma ukuthi izingane eziphuma emakhaya ampofu kufanele zisizwe uma zifunda emanyuvesi nasema-college. Uhlelo lwemali i-NSFAS luyaqhubeka nokusiza intsha. Siyaqhubeka futhi nokufuna amakhambi okusweleka kwemali yokufunda emakhaya. Amakhaya amaningi adingayo. Kunekomishana entsha, kunekomishana ehleli sikhuluma nje eholwa ijaji uHayer ebheka ukuthi singayixazulula kanjani lenkinga yokufunda kwabantwana. Njengoba abantwana babekhalile ukuthi bafuna ukufundaze ukuthi lokho uma sithi siyakwenza sizokwenza kanjani ukuze kwenzeke singasho nje kanti sizokwenza. Lo msebenzi usaqhubeka. Ikomishana budebuduze nje izoreporta ukuthi isihambe yafikaphi. Lokho kuzosiza ukuba isizwe sonke sizwane ngokuthi sizokwenza kanjani ukuthi abantwana bafunde, kungabi khona umntwana ongezufunda ngoba kuthiwa uphuma emzini entulayo. Sinxusa izinhlangano zomphakathi nezemfundo zibambisane nale commission, zihambise imibono khona ukuze izwe lithole ukusizakala. Bonke abanembono abangase babe namasu ukuthi singafinyelela kanjani kuleli thuba elifunwa isizwe ukuthi abantwana abatholi ithuba lokufunda, kungathi abangenalutho bangalithola ithuba lokufunda. Siyokhumbula ukuthi bakwethu lolu daba lokuthi imfundo iyohamba kanjani lwashiwo emashumini amaningi eminyaka edlule ukuthi uma sesikhulekile kofanele ukuthi iminyango yezemfundo ivulwe kuwo wonke umuntu, kuthi labo abahluphekile uhulumeni abasize ukuze bafunde. So ukuthi imfundo ibaluleke kangakanani yinto esayisho nangenkathi kuleli nkuleko kwakungenye yezinto eyayihamba phambili. Uhulumeni usenze lukhuluke ekuzameni ukugcwalisa leso sithembiso. Sikhuluma nje kunezikole ezingasatheli imali emfundweni ephansi, ongenwa kufundwa mahala. Lokho kusho ukuthi uhulumeni lenqubo mgomo yakhe ngokwezemfundo ukuthi abahluphekile abangasali ngemumva useyayenza, uyayimplementa kumanje. Kwezemfundo ephakeme leNSFAS engikhuluma ngayo yona ehlangabezana nezingane ezihluphekileyo. Into efunekayo ke ukuthi sicacise kahle lento uma sekuvela umbiko kaCommission. Ingakho nje sithi bonke abantu abaye kuCommission bayobeka ukuthi imbono yabo ithini na, ngoba imfundo yona into esibeke phambili, ngoba sikho isizwe esingathuthuka noma esingaphuhla singenabo abantu abanikezwa amakhono bafundiswa. Izizwe eziphumeleleyo emhlabeni, izizwe ezatshala kakhulu kwezemfundo, ngoba ngemva kwamashumi ambalwa eminyaka lelizwe lingaba izwe lihamba phambili kwezemfundo. Akekho umuntu othi ayingabi khona imfundo. Sonke sisho njalo, asingakubangike lokho. Silwe sengathi kukhona abathi abayifuna imfundo. Siyifuna sonke. Ukuthi nje sizoyenza kanjani siyenze kungekho ukungezwana. Ingakho nje sithi abazali nabo bonke abantu mabasukume, sijabule kakhulu ukuthi basukumile njengoba abantwana bebebhikisha. Honorable members, beyond higher education, we are acutely aware of the challenges, particularly of unemployment among our youth. Our university graduates sit in street corners and road pavements, crying out for something to do, anything, as they say. Government is doing its best, working with business and labor to create the right environment for job creation. We are also creating more opportunities for business to thrive. Right here in the Eastern Cape, government has, through the Department of Trade and Industry, made possible approximately 23 billion rand private sector investment through various incentives programs that has supported over 33,000 jobs, over 9 billion over 9 billion rand of the investment was made available through the automotive incentive scheme that supported investment from Mercedes-Benz South Africa, Volkswagen South Africa, Goodyear South Africa, and FAW vehicle manufacturer. Last week, the Trade and Industry Minister, Dr. Rob Davis, and the Eastern Cape government launched the Komani Industrial Park Revitalization Project in Queenstown. This is the 4th industrial park to be launched this year. To date, the 4 launched parks combined employ almost 40,000 people. Indeed, we are a government at work. Building a better life with and for our people. Chairperson, building a better life includes ensuring safety and security of the most vulnerable, especially women and children. On the 25th of November, the campaign of 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children will begin. We call on all our citizens to join hands with government and civil society organizations to fight the scourge of abuse and violence against women and children. We urge the police to treat these cases with empathy, seriousness, and urgency. Let us increase the conviction rates so that we eradicate this scourge. Bagwethu, njengona sesi zoqala umkhankaso wokulwa nokuhlukunyezwa kwabesifazane nezingane, sinxusa isizwe sonke ukuthi sibambisane nabomthetho ukulwa nalesi sihluku kanye nobulwane lokhu esithi ngesiZulu bunswela boya obubhekiswe kwabesimame kanye nezingane. Uma sibambisene sizokwazi ukubhekana nalenkinga siyinqobe futhi. Chairperson, building a better life means ensuring that...
Honorable President, is that a point of order? On what point are you rising, Honorable Member?
Yes, Chairperson, I rise on the point of order that on the order paper, it's allocated 30 minutes to the President. He's already speaking for 32 minutes. Thank you.
No. Honor, in terms of the rules of this House that guides the speaking time of the President is allowed to speak as long as he is allowed to speak. Honorable Labuschagne.
Honorable Chair, according to the rules of this House, no person can speak longer than 30 minutes. And if that he had an open slot, then it should have been indicated on this paper that the President has an open slot. All parties had to give away 1 minute to lessen the procedure. So then the House must be consistent on the rules. The rules indicated 30 minutes, and the rules of this House say no person longer than 30 minutes. Thank you.
In terms of the rule book that is before me, there is no allocation of 30 minutes. The speakers list that you have is the one that speaks of it. Thank you very much. Honorable President, can you continue?
Honourable
Chairperson,
point of order.
building a better life means ensuring that our
Honorable President,
constitution...
can you just hold? What point are you raising, Honorable Member?
Honourable Chair, it's about my rule book, and I don't know whether it's been replaced.
Can you speak to the mic, please? I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Honourable Chair, I don't know whether we're using the same rule book. My rule book 45(1) states the following. Except where these rules provide otherwise, members may not speak in a debate of the council longer than the time allocated to them in the in the list for scheduled speakers. Now, 45(2)(a) makes provision where there is no such a list. There is a list, and I think you must either ask the President to stop, or you must take a decision from the House to suspend the rules. There's no other way out.
Okay. No, Chief Whip, may I just make a ruling on this? Because the member is reading the rules very selectively. Because if you read 2 says that the President and the Deputy President may speak as long as they may be allowed. Secondly, the presiding officer may use his or her discretion insofar as allowing a speaker at the podium to speak. And therefore, I am using 2 things. That is 2 and at the same time my discretion. And I'm allowing the President to continue. Continue, President.
Chairperson, building a better life means ensuring that our constitution and the laws of the land protect our people from the violation of their rights to human dignity and from discrimination on the basis of color or race, among others. In this regard, allow me to strongly condemn the painful treatment meted out to Mr. Victor Mlotshwa from Middelburg, who was beaten up, put in a coffin, and threatened with being burned alive by 2 men who reportedly accused him of trespassing. This incident, which was posted on social media, is shocking, painful, and despicable in the extreme. The incident is a reminder of the deep-seated racist attitudes that still prevail among some in our country, who still regard black people as lesser human beings. The perpetrators of this crime and all others who commit various acts of racism in our non-racial democracy must face the full might of the law. This incident is also a reminder of the need to continue fighting for a better life for farm workers, given the secluded nature of farm work. Many suffer in silence. We have urged the Department of Labor and other departments to ensure improved monitoring of the working and living conditions of farm workers. This matter has also brought into sharper focus the question of access to land by black people. Since 1994, the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform, through the redistribution program, has transferred 4.7 million hectares of land. This is made up of 5,281 projects amounting to 12 billion rand. More than 120,000 households have benefited from the redistribution. In addition to the above, the Commission on the Restitution of Land Rights have transferred more than 1.9 million hectares to restitution beneficiaries since 1994. A program continues to be implemented, and government will continue to process land claims and assist communities to get their land back. Government continues to look for ways of speeding up the process and also to support those who have regained the land to use it profitably. Honorable members, the promotion of access to justice is one of our key achievements of democracy. On the 29th November this year, we will reach another milestone as we open the Limpopo High Court. This is the first High Court building to be constructed since 1994 and the first High Court for the people of Limpopo province, who have heard to travel to Gauteng before. In terms of the jurisdiction, the court has its main seat in Polokwane and 2 local seats in Lephalale and Thohoyandou. The services that reside in the Limpopo High Court are the Master of the High Court, Office of the State Attorney, Legal Aid South Africa, the National Prosecuting Authority, the Provincial Office of the Chief Justice, Office of the Family Advocate, and the Directorate Legal Administration of the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. We are very pleased to bring the wheels of justice closer to the people of the Limpopo province. Chairperson, let me also take this opportunity to remind honorable members that November is Disability Awareness Month, during which we promote equality and opportunity for persons with disabilities. On the 3rd of December, the country will commemorate the International Day for Persons with Disabilities. Malungu ahloniphekile nomphakathi wonke, uhulumeni uyaqhubeka nokusebenza kanzima ukulungisa izimpilo zabantu. Abaningi sebekutholile ukusizakala. Siyazi futhi ukuthi baningi abasalinde izidingo nempilo engcono. Ngeke siphumule uma impilo yabamnyama ingakalungi, ingakaphucuki. ngoba kulomshikashika owadlula ibona babecindezelwe kakhulu. Ingakafiki esimeni esigculisayo kwezomnotho nasekuhlaleni kahle. Uma nje singakafiki lapho soloku sisebenze njalo siyoze sifike ekugcineni, ngoba siyazi phela ukuthi indlela eya ekugcineni inde. Njengoba siqhubeka nalomsebenzi wokwakha impilo ibe ngcono, siqhuquzela amazinga amathathu kahulumeni. Uhulumeni wasekhaya, wesifundazwe nokazwelonke ukuba basebenze nabantu ngaso sonke isikhathi, babambisane nomphakathi ezinhlelweni zabo. Imihlangano mayibizwe kuxoxwe nabantu, babeke izimvo zabo ngezindawo abahlala kuzo nangezinto ezizidingo zabo. Abantu akufanele baze bagcwale emgwaqweni bebhikiza ngenxa yokungalalelwa abaphathiswa. Emazingeni ahlukene, uma sijwayele noma siqhelile ukuthetha nabantu, abantu bazi ukuthi izingxaki zikuphi nokuthi xa kulibala izinto zophuhliso zilibala kanjani, ngeke baphumele emgwaqweni bayobhikisha ngoba bayobe bazi. Baphumele emgwaqweni nje ingoba abaqondi ukuthi kwenzeka ntoni, bayahana, balalela amahemhem, rumors. Ezo zinto ke zenza ukuba babe nomsindo. Kungafanele xa sixhumana nabo sithetha njalo bazokwazi ukuthi xa kunzima kunzima phina, nokuthi kuyeza lokho abakubona kwenzeka kwabanye. Asixhumane nabantu kakhulu. Ibalekile lonto kuba singabayeka abantu, kuba xa singaxhumani nabantu aba bathethayo pha phezulu, abathetha yonke imihla le bethetha izinto nokho abangazaziyo noma begxeka, kuba uyibona ke izona nyani ke abantu abacinga uba zizo kanti akuzona. Asingadedeli aba bantu abangenzi into abathethayo nje kuphela ukuba badukise abantu bethu umqondo. Masithethe nabantu bazi ukuba yintoni na le kufanele yenzeke. Honorable members, South Africa is a great country and has great people. Our country has enormous potential and can be a real powerhouse of the continent and create a better life and prosperity for all. To achieve the country's true potential, we need to spend less time on political squabbles and dedicate more effort to working and building our country together. We have seen the value of working together in the collaboration between government, business, and labor to reignite growth and avoid a sovereign downgrade of our country. We need to find ways of translating that spirit to all walks of life and to all battles that we need to fight as a nation. We cannot defeat poverty, inequality, and unemployment if we continue to spend so much time fighting among ourselves. Our country is a much better place to live in than it was before 1994. An independent agency, the South African Institute of Race Relations, has pointed out in its latest report that life in South Africa is much better since 1994. We should build on this, or build on these achievements as we create a more prosperous South Africa. My plea is that we should unite, pull together, and build our country. I thank you, Chairperson, for this opportunity to meet with the National Council of Provinces once again on its important program of taking Parliament to the people. I thank you.
Thank you very much.